Hi guys, when you're new here, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're oldie but goodie, thank you for staying true to your girl. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Wailer. I actually haven't gotten the time or content to talk about him, but I was the first one that broke the story that his wife went missing and he passed away. So I feel like it is my duty to pay a tribute to him because he is one of our legendary reggae artists, and this will be the life and death of Wailer. So let's get into it. It says Wailer was born Neville O'Reilly Livingston on the 10th of April 1947 in Kingston. He spent his earliest years in the village of 9 Mile in St. Anne. It was there that he first met Bob Marley. The two young boys befriended each other quickly. The boys both came from single-parent families. Livingston was brought up by his father, Marley by his mother. Later, Wailer's father, Thaddeus Livingston, lived with Marley's mother, Cedella Booker, in Trenchtown and had a daughter with her named Pearl Livingston. Peter Tosh had a son, Andrew Tosh, with the Wailer's sister Shirley, and making Andrew his nephew. The Wailers had originally gone to audition for Leslie Knott at Beverly Hills Records in 1962. Around the same time, his step-brother Bob Marley was cutting Judge Knott. Wailer had intended to sing his first composition, Pass It On, which at the time was more of a ska-oriented. However, Wailer was late getting out of school and missed his audition. A few months later, in 1963, he performed Illin Wailers with Marley and friend Peter Tosh and a short-term member of Junior Branwaith and Beverly Kelso. He tended to sing lead vocals less often than Marley and Tosh in the early years, but when Marley left Jamaica in 1966 for Delaware in the U.S., and was briefly replaced by Constantine Vision Walker, Wailer began to record and sing lead vocals on some of his own compositions, such as Who Feels It Knows It, I Stand Predominant, and Sunday Morning. Wailer's style of music was influenced by gospel music and the soul singer Curtis Mayfield. In 1967, he recorded This Train based on a gospel standard for the first time. Wailer was arrested on charges of possession of cannabis in June 16, 1967 and served a 14-month prison sentence. Around that time, he, Bob Marley, and Peter Tosh signed an exclusive record agreement with Danny Sims' Jams Record and an executive publishing agreement with Sims Music Publishing Company, Cayman Music. As the Wailers regularly changed producers in 1960s, Wailer continued to contribute to the group's report. The music critic Kawane Dawes says the Wailers' song lyrics were carefully crafted and literally in the style, and he remained a key part of the group's distinctive harmonies. Wailer sang lead on such songs as Dreamland, a cover of El Tempo's My Dream Island, which soon became his signature song, Riding High, Brainwashing, and in the bridge of the Wailer song, Keep On Moving. So that is his life, that is some of his music, but I think last year in 2020, stuff started going downhill and his wife just suddenly disappeared, and she disappeared without a trace. No one could find her. Sister Jean disappeared was when everything started going downhill for Wailer, and it says, according to Wailer's son Abijah Askendi Livingston, Wailer's stroke, which was the second in 2 years, was caused by stress of his wife Jean Watt, aka Sister Jean's disappearance. Sister Jean went missing on May 23, 2020. The Jamaica Constabulary Force made an appeal to the public that same week describing the 70-year-old of dark complexion, built and about 5 feet tall. Wailer's family later issued a public statement on Watt's disappearance, stating that they are praying for her return. Hail Jah Rastafari, someone I love is missing and my thoughts are racing into fear and panic. I surrender all of my fear thoughts to you. I call upon you, your perfect wisdom, to guide everything to ensure the complete safety and protection of my loved one. Please take my fearful thoughts from me and heal them for me, the statement read. So Sister Jean left, and in 2 months' time, Bunny Wailer had a second stroke, and this was his second stroke in 2 years. And it says, as the search for Jean Watt, the missing spouse of reggae icon Bunny Wailer, enters its 5th month, the family is intended on keeping hope alive, responding to every call of reported sightings. This is even as they attend to the needs of Bunny Wailer, also known as Jabby, who is recuperating from a second stroke. It is not until you are looking for someone that you realize that there are so many persons who look like her, Maxie Stowe, the reggae legend manager, told the Star of the 71-year-old Watt. Up to this week, we have been getting calls, but invariably it is someone who resembles Sister Jean. There have been sightings in Linstead and Harcorn Hall, both in St. Catherine, but what we realize is the same person who is moving around and being seen by different persons. Stowe outlined that the family is continuing to create visuals and doing their best to keep Watt's image and status current. The search goes on in the cycle. There are different types of speculation, but we remain hopeful. There has been no new information from the police or private investigators. It remains an open case, Stowe said. Watt was reported missing on May 23rd. And on September 23, the family was hoping that she would have been in their midst to celebrate her 71st birthday. Stowe shared that Bunny Wailer's son Abijah has been posting videos with family members talking about Watt and appealing for her to come home. The bigger picture is the compilation of a documentary focusing on mental health issues and missing women. Watt suffers from a condition which causes memory loss. The family continues to offer a reward of 1 million Jamaican dollars for her recovery or any valid information leading to her safe return. Persons with information are being asked to send a WhatsApp message to 876-850-4403. Stowe and Bunny Wailer is aware that his spouse of more than 50 years has not been found and is frustrated that he is unable to do anything about it, as he is going through a healing process at a special rehabilitation facility. In July, the 73-year-old entertainer was admitted to the hospital after suffering a second stroke. Jabby remains on the recovery road that throws some curves, but we have been able to keep everything stable and progressing. It's a long road, but it's not bushy, and we are not judging quick results, Stowe said. Jabby was avant-garde, always pushing the boundaries of expression, whether in song, in style, or in spoken word, said Britton Paul Welsh, manager of the reggae musician known as Black Hero. There was and can only ever be one Neville Livingston. Wailer died at the St. Andrew Memorial Hospital in Jamaica, parish of St. Andrew, of complications from a stroke in July, manager Maxine Soule told the Associated Press. His death was mourned worldwide as people shared music, memories, and pictures of the renowned artist. The passing of Bunny Wailer, the last original Wailer, brings to a close the most vibrant period of Jamaica's musical experience, wrote Jamaica's politician Peter Phillips in a Facebook post. Bunny was good, conscious Jamaican brethren. Jamaica Prime Minister Andrew Holness also paid tribute to Wailer, claiming him a respected elder statesman of Jamaica music scene. in a series of tweets. This is a great loss for Jamaica and for reggae. Undoubtedly, Bunny Wailer will always be remembered for his sterling contribution to the music industry and Jamaica's culture, he wrote. While Wailer toured the world, he was more at home in Jamaica's mountains. He enjoyed farming while writing and recording songs on his label Solomonic. I think I love the country actually a little bit more than the city, Wailer told the Associated Press in 1989. It has more to do with life, health, and strength. The city takes that away sometimes. The country is good for meditation. It has fresh food and fresh atmosphere that keeps you going. A year before, in 1988, he had chartered a jet and flew to Jamaica with food to help those affected by Hurricane Gilbert. Sometimes people pay less attention to those things, food, but they turn out to be the most important things. I'm a farmer, he told AP. He was the third and the last original Wailer. Marley died in 1981 of a brain tumor at 36-year-old, and Tosh was fatally shot in Jamaica in 1987 at 42 years old. So that is the life and death of Peter Tosh. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to bring his family positive vibes and raise their consciousness. I know that his night was recently, and he asked that the family asked that everybody stayed home and lit a candle in his memory and knocked pots and stuff like that. So because of the whole COVID lockdown, they couldn't keep a regular night in Jamaica.
Legendary reggae singer Bunny Wailer was buried at his family property, Dreamland Farm, on the border of St. Thomas and Portland late on Thursday afternoon, June 18, 2021. The motorcade which took him to its final resting place reached Dreamland Farm a few minutes after 5 after passing through Trenchtown and the singer's Darley Crescent home in St. Andrew. The memorial service was held at Perry's Funeral Home in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Orlando Terra Lounge, the State Minister of Culture, Gender, Sports and Entertainment, was present, as well as opposition leader Mark Golden. The Member of Parliament for St. Andrew South constituency, which includes Trenchtown, both gave tribute to the Black Heart man. The funeral had been announced for June 18th, but it was moved up to June 17th. The family didn't want any crowds or large gatherings and wanted to adhere to the government's COVID-19 protocol, so they decided to just do everything on one day, a source indicated.
Comment, like, share, and condolence goes out to all his loved ones, friends, and family, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.